my name is Kate. I'm one of the short course trainers at NICA. You'll often see me around teaching a lot of the aerial classes, and today I'm going to take you through your warm-up session. Before we start this session, just make sure you have an area around you that's nice and clear, that you don't have any TVs, windows or any other objects that could cause you harm if they're too close. And making sure we either wear shoes if you'd like to do your jogging and things like that in shoes, or taking your socks off so it's not too slippery. For this session, we won't need any equipment, just yourself and a nice clear space. All right, let's go. All right, for our warm up today, we're going to start with a little bit of mobility. So we're just going to start rolling the ankles. So rolling one ankle, that's it. Just starting to get the body moving, nice and gentle, and rolling the other way. And swapping to the other foot, rolling the ankle outwards. And the other direction. That's it. And then we're going to find a space. You might need to hold onto the wall for some balance. We're going to stand on one leg and we're just going to circle from the knee. So if you'd like to try it without the wall, go for it. It's a little bit of a balance challenge. Otherwise, hold on so you're nice and safe. And the other direction, just getting it moving. Nice even circles. And changing to the other side. And lifting up the knee and circling from below the knee. And the other direction. And then coming into the space, hands on the hips, legs a little bit wider than your hip width. We're going to do some big hip circles. So try to draw the biggest circle you can with your hips. Just to get, clicks. Get it moving. And the other way. Nice big circles. Try to keep this side as big as the first side. And bring it back to the center, bring your feet in a little bit closer. Half circles with the neck, so just little gentle half rolls. And then bringing it back up to the center. Lovely. All right, we're going to start with a little bit of a cardio warm-up. All you need to do is follow along. We're going to do each exercise for 30 seconds and a total of 4 minutes, so not too long. I'll give you options, so if you don't like to do any impact work, I'll give you a low impact version as we go. So first of all, we're going to start off by jogging on the spot, kicking the bottom. If you don't want to be jogging, you can do little rises on your feet, up to you. All right, let's go. Heels to the bottom, pointing the toes at the back. So we're trying to point and point. Each time it comes off the floor, and kicking the bottom every jog. That's it. And totally fine if you want to be doing your heel rises. It's up to you to pick the level that you want to work at today. The whole idea is just to get the body moving. Keep kicking the bottom. That's it. Alright, we're going to move into high knees. If you don't want to do high knee running, you can do nice big marches, getting your hips moving. Otherwise, we're going to go knees up. Let's go. Point the toes. Each time it comes off the floor. So you're going point, point, like a little pony. Keep lifting up nice and high. That's it. Keep going. Or keep marching, whichever one you prefer. And moving into jumping jacks. Nice big jumping jacks, or you've got side touches. Up to you. So we've either got our side taps or our big jumping jacks. Depending how energetic you're feeling, how your body's feeling. If you've got any injuries, go to the lower impact version. Lovely, this time we're going to slow it down a little bit. Take our feet into a wide stance. We're going to do a squat, knees turning out, and then extend. Squat, extend. That's it. Nice big reach. Making sure this is why we need a nice clear space so we don't kick anything as we do our reaches. And we're going to move into step lunges and step forwards and lunge. Nice and controlled. Trying not to bop the knee on the floor. So we're trying to slow it down and bring it back up. That's it. So we're stepping forwards and coming back. Trying to keep nice right angles with the knees. Squeeze and control down. Keeping the chest up nice and tall. And bring it back to the front. All right, we're going to move into skaters. So we're going to step to the side, cross the foot, opposite hand to the floor, and cross, and cross. That's it. If you don't want to go as low, just stay higher and don't touch the floor with the hand. We want to try and keep a nice flat back with this one. So we're reaching for the floor, not rounding over as we go. Keep the cross behind, nice big cross. That's it. And into the center. Lovely, we're gonna go into some crab walks, but a half squat crab walk. So move over to the side of your room, into a half squat, and we're gonna keep this height, so we're trying to keep our head level. And we're gonna do little side steps, all the way across, all the way back. I've only got a small space, so I'm gonna do lots of laps. You might be able to go further. See what works for you in your space. The aim is to keep nice and level all the way back. Lovely. All right, grab yourself a drink, have a little break, and we're going to move into our mobility. All right, so coming back into the space, we're going to warm up our shoulders. So bringing the hands up to the chest, elbows lifted nice and high. We're going to do little pulses. So we're going to go pulse, pulse, open, open. Pulse, pulse, open, open. Keep changing which hand's on top. Open, open. Pulse, pulse, open, open. Pulse, pulse, open, open. Last one. Pulse, pulse, open, open. Bring one hand up, one hand down by your side, and we're just going to go open and change. So pulse, pulse, change, pulse. That's it. And open, open. Good. Nice small movements. Thinking about squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back. That's it. And just roll the shoulders out. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. We're going to do some little lean overs. So we're going to go up and over to the side. Think about someone pulling your hand up and over. So you're being long as you fold, so we're not just dropping over to the side. And then we're going to turn into a flat back, nice long body, reaching out towards the wall in front of you. And then down towards the leg, folding over that leg. And then bringing your hands into the center, we're going to soften the knees and we're going to roll back up to standing. And over to the other side, up and over. Nice big reach, trying to be as long as possible. And we also want to be nice and flat, so we don't want to be folding forwards or arching open towards the wall. Into our flat back, nice and long, and down towards the foot, folding forwards, relaxing over the leg. And into the center, we're going to do some figure of eight. So you can either cross your elbows, or you can let your hands drag on the floor. It's up to you what you prefer. And we're just going to swing in a figure of eight. We're going to try and relax our shoulders, let all the tension go from the day, and just swinging, trying to soften in the hips, folding forwards, and just swing side to side. And then come back to the middle, take a second to steady yourself, soften your knees, and we're going to roll up to standing. All right, I'm going to turn to the side so you've got a good view of what I'm doing. Make sure you have enough space in front of you that you could go into a push-up position. We're going to do some roll downs. So we're going to go chin to the chest. Start to roll down little bit by little bit, drawing the belly button in. I'm also squeezing my bottom so I'm not sticking my butt out. And I'm trying to peel down all the way. Slowly, if you need to, soften the knees at the bottom. And we're going to walk it out to a push-up. We're going to walk it back in. And then we're going to roll back up. Pull the belly button in, lower back, through to the mid back, into the upper back, and the head comes last. Let's go. Another one. Chin to the chest, tummy in. Try not to stick the bottom out, rolling it down, and walk it up. Walk it back in, and rolling back up. Little bit by little bit, into the mid back, into the shoulders, and the head comes last. We got 2 more. Let's go. Chin down, all the way, and walk it out into a nice strong push-up position, holding the tummy tight, squeeze the bottom, and then walk it back in. And we're going to go all the way back up to standing. Head comes up last. We have 1 more. Chin to the chest, rolling down, and walk the hands out. That's it. Walk it back in, and last roll up, all the way up to standing. Excellent. I lied a little bit. We have 1 more half one to get us into our next movement. So we're just going to roll down, nice and slow. And we're going to walk it out, and we're going to come onto hands and knees into our cat shape. We're going to do some happy and angry cat. So we're going to sink our tummy to the floor, look up towards the ceiling for our happy cat, and then rounding up, trying to pull our tummy up as high as we can towards the roof for our angry cat. We're going to keep moving between these at a pace that's suitable for you. So if you like to go nice and quick, that's fine. If you're feeling a little bit tight and you want to go slowly, take it slow. Do what works for your body. Everyone's different, so everyone needs to go at a different pace with each movement. And come back to a neutral cat. Lovely. We're going to tuck our toes under, push up into a downward dog. We're going to try and push our heels down towards the floor and open our chest towards the floor. So we're making a nice mountain or A-frame shape. We're trying to lift our tailbone up towards the ceiling. And we're going to hold this position. I'm just going to move forward slightly. So we're going to lift one leg up towards the roof. Doesn't matter how high your leg is. What we're looking for is trying to keep it nice and straight, toe pointed, and we're just going to do 10 little kicks. So we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to step that foot through between your hands, come into a nice long lunge, trying to get the back leg nice and straight. Then we're going to take a little rock forwards and back. If you're having trouble here reaching the ground, you can also lift up and hold onto a surface, or if you have some yoga blocks nearby, or you might have some books or something, that can also help. We're going to step that foot back into our downward dog, and then we're going to lift up our other leg, and we've got 10 little kicks. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it through into the lunge on the other side, and take a little rock here, focusing on trying to squeeze the back leg so it's nice and straight, not letting that knee drop down towards the floor. And then I'm going to step back into the downward dog one last time. This time I'm going to walk my toes in towards my hands, and then I'm going to fold over my legs. Let my body hang and try to get nice and close to the legs. And then I'm going to come down sitting on my bottom into a butterfly shape. Whew, I'm getting warm, I hope you are too. It's very cold outside, so we've got to get nice and toasty before we start our workout. So what we're going to do is hold onto our ankles in our butterfly. We don't want to have our feet right in close. We just want them out a little bit. Kind of a relaxed position. You don't want to be forcing it. And from here we're going to do some butterfly body rolls. So we're going to pull back, round our spine, then we're going to dive forwards with our head and come up with a nice flat back. So scoot back and forwards and up with a flat back. And pull back, scoop, up, that's it. And round, scoop, all the way up. Let's go, 2 more. And scoop, forwards, and up. Last one. Back, forwards, and up. Very nice. We're going to open the legs out into our straddle stretch. In this position, we want to think about sitting up nice and tall, and we want to think about rotating the pelvis forward. So imagine you've got a bucket of water that's your hips, and you want to tip the water out the front. We don't want to be tipping the water out at the back. So tip the water out at the front, sit up nice and tall, and lengthen the legs, point the toes, knees pushing into the floor, and we're going to do some little reaches side to side. So you can also keep your hands in front like this. So this is the first progression. And then if you'd like a bit of a stronger stretch, take the arm up and over, trying to anchor that opposite hip as you reach so that it's not lifting up and rolling. So we're trying to squeeze it down towards the floor. And feel free to keep the hands in front and do a very small rock. That's totally fine. And last one, bring it back to the center, and now we're going to do some little push-ups in the middle. So hands go in front. We want to keep a nice tall spine, flat back, lead with that belly button. So we're just going to bend the arms, lead with the belly button, and come back up. If it's a really small movement, totally fine. If you're still working on keeping that tall spine, stay there. Otherwise, little push-ups in our straddle. Trying not to let our knees roll inwards. We're trying to keep them pointing up towards the ceiling. And coming up, give your legs a shake out. Hug them into your chest. Have a little rock. Get them back to normal feeling. And then bringing yourself to your feet. We're going to do one last roll up. So folding over your legs. Take a little moment to stretch your hamstrings. You can go for a little sway if you like. Shifting the weight from foot to foot. And then soften the knees if you need to. Or rolling all the way back up to standing. All right, I'm nice and warm. I hope you are too. That is the end of our warm-up session. Now you can commence your workout. Hope you have fun. Hi everyone, welcome to the aerial conditioning session. My name is Kate. I'm one of the trainers in the short course program at the National Institute of Circus Arts. You'll often see me teaching most of the aerial classes, especially tissue classes. So today we're going to go through some conditioning exercises we can do at home without a lot of equipment to help you when you come back to training. So making sure you have a space around you that is nice and clear, that you're not going to hit anything when you move. Take your socks off so that you're not going to slide if you have wooden floors. And also for today's session you will need a towel. You only need the towel if you're going to be on hard floor. I'll show you an option if you're on carpet. You'll need a yoga mat or a carpeted surface or a blanket, whatever you have at home. And you'll also need a sturdy chair that you can put some weight on. So make sure you grab all those things and we'll get started. All right, so today's session we are going to do a circuit. So we have 6 exercises that we're going to go through 3 times. So I'll go through all the exercises to start with, and then we'll go through 2 more rounds of that session and we'll finish up with a nice little stretch. So to get started, we are going to go onto our tummies on the floor. We're going to lay face down. You might like to keep your head up for a second so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to move my towel out of the way for a moment. I'm going to place my forehead on the floor. And I'm going to bring my arms out into a T shape. We're going to do what's called a scapular setting exercise. So we're working on activating our back muscles. So we're going to roll the shoulders back. We're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together and we're going to lift our elbows. We're trying not to bring them behind and we're trying not to let them drift forwards. We want to keep them in the same position. We're going to lift and we're going to lower. Each time we lift, we're going to count to 10 and we're going to repeat 5 times. All right, let's go together. So roll the shoulders back, lifting up, and let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Roll the shoulders forwards, roll them back, lifting the elbows up, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and let's count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, roll them forwards. Roll it back for number 3, lifting the elbows up, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, rolling back, and lifting up, trying not to be too switched on in the front. We want to work through the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Roll it forwards, rolling back, and lifting up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, roll, give it a little wriggle, and coming up. Excellent. So the next exercise we're going to move on to is our triceps, and we're going to do this against the wall. So you're going to come over to the wall, place your hands about shoulder height. The higher you go, a little bit easier, lower, a little bit harder. There's a bit more pressure. And you're going to put your hands against the wall like you're doing a plank against the wall. And all we're going to do is bend the elbows to the wall. So we're just bending elbows into the wall and pressing back up. We're going to go for 12 of these. So nice tight tummy and bending in and press. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Squeezing the tummy, squeeze your bottom. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. Very nice. All right, we're going to move on to our tuck-ups. So we're going to work on our inversion strength in the air, but we're going to do it on the floor. So we're going to lay down. Now, if you need to hold on to a couch or a chair or a door frame or something to give you a little support, or you can grab someone in from who's living with you and hold on to their legs. It's up to you. I'm going to show you without holding on to anything because I don't really have anything in this space that I can hold on to, but please do grab something if you need. So we're going to lay with our arms overhead, and now we're going to do it in a tuck first of all. So we're going to do a tuck shape today. So we're going to go lift up onto your toes, think about drawing your belly button into your spine, and we're going to roll the knees into the chest. From here, we're going to try and keep rolling, and we're going to try and lift our bottom off the floor. And then on the way down, we're going to roll little bit by little bit. So from our upper back, keeping that tuck, into our mid back, into our lower back, until we get back to this tabletop position. And then from here, without bending the knees, we're just going to lower, toes to the floor, toe tap, keep drawing your belly button into your spine, and then we're going to roll back up. We're going to do 6 of these, okay? So nice and slow and controlled. Let's go. Rolling up. Lift, 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 lift. All the way. Good. And then slowly back down. We're trying not to use the momentum. Try to use control. All the way back to tabletop. And then a little toe touch. That's 2. And let's go lifting up. And rolling down. To the tabletop. Little toe touch, keep drawing your belly button into your spine, that's 3. And rolling up. And rolling down nice and slow. Into the tabletop. Goodness, I got a really itchy nose. And toe touch. That's 4. Let's go 2 more. Rolling up. I know it's hard. If you need to have a little break with this one, that is totally fine. Roll it down. Slowly, bit by bit. Back to tabletop and a toe touch. Last one, rolling up. And rolling down, nice and slow. Into the tabletop, finish it off strong. Draw your belly button in, into that toe tap. Bring it back to the center. Hug your knees into your chest. Relax your spine. Bring yourself up. Good work. All right, next one. In our little circuit, we're going to start to work on our glutes. So it's called a scooter. Some of you may have done it in Pilates on the reformer. We're going to try and mimic that here on the floor. If you have a shiny surface like floorboards or tiles, grab your towel and pop it under one foot. If you don't have a shiny slidey surface, it's okay. I'll show you an option. So what we're going to do is we're going to have one leg that's our supporting leg. We're going to go into a little half squat. We want to stay in this position the whole time. We don't want to be lifting up and down. We want to try and keep our head level. Our other foot is on our towel, or it's just floating in the air. And we're going to push back and draw back in so they're in alignment and bring back in. If you don't have a towel, it's going to look like this. You're going to float a little bit harder for balance. You can gently use a wall if you need to. And we're going to do, how many did I say? 15 of these on each side. So we're going to push back 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 7, keep nice and level, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, belly button in, 15, lovely, standing up, turning around, or swapping over with feet, other foot onto the towel, or lift it up ready to float in the air, into that little half squat, get nice and stable. We want to lock your heart in, it's not allowed to bounce, let's go, 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, belly button in, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, lovely. I don't know about you, but that second side was much more wobbly for me. So it's good sometimes doing stuff on a single leg because you start to learn which side is your stronger side and which one is your weaker side. All right, time to grab your chair. Bring your chair out into the space. And we're going to sit down in our chair. And this exercise is also to help with our leg lifts for trapeze, for tissue, for any of our aerial work. So we're going to place our hands on the edge of the chair. And we're going to try and lift our bottom up off the chair. For some of you, just lifting will be a challenge. And that's fine, just stay there. That's all you need to do. You can do it in little bursts and go up and down, up to you. If you find it quite easy, we're going to lift and we're going to run the legs for 20 counts. Okay? If you don't have a chair, kitchen bench is great. If you find it's too harsh on your wrists, you can come down onto the floor and you can work in a little boat position, opening in and out gently, so I'm balancing on my bottom. Whichever works for you is fine. All right, so find your little comfy spot on the chair. We're gonna lift up, let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nice one. Have a rest. Pop your chair away. That is the end of our first round of our circuit. So now that you know the exercises, grab yourself a drink if you need. Now that you know the exercises, we'll just move through it, okay? So first exercise, we're going to come down onto the mat, ready for our scapular setting. So laying face down on the mat, forehead on the mat, hands out into our little scarecrow shape. We're going to roll the shoulders back, lift the elbows up, and count to 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. We only want to lift as high as our shoulders. They don't need to be way up in the air. It's just a gentle lift for the second one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it down. Roll it back. Number 3. And lift. 10, 9, 8. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Roll it back. Number 4. And lift. 10, 9, 8. Think about gliding the shoulder blades down your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Rolling them back. Lifting the elbows up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And give it a little wriggle. Good work. Small exercise, but it definitely starts to burn in here after a few. Moving into our triceps, hands on the wall, 12 tricep lowers. So nice and tight body. You can rise up on your toes if you like. Sometimes it helps to squeeze the bottom and squeeze the tummy. And lowering in, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep that tummy tight. 10, 11, 12, good. Shake it out. Coming down onto the floor for our tuck ups. The hardest one, I think, for me anyway at the moment. So arms nice and long into the bent knee position, ready to tuck, grabbing hold of something if you need to. Bringing the knees in, slowly rolling and lifting up. That's it, curving back down, nice and tight. Keep your knees close to your body and rolling through the spine. We have 6 of these. You can go at your pace. Slower is better. Into the toe tap. And back up. That's 1. Let's go. And roll. And back down. Nice and slow, bit by bit. Feeling each vertebra onto the floor. Into the tabletop. Toe tap. Keep drawing your belly button into your spine. And number 3. Rolling up. Rolling back down. Slowly, slowly. Into tabletop. Toe tap. Number 4. Rolling it up. Ooh, getting a bit tricky now. Rolling back down. Slowly, keeping the knees in. Into the tabletop. And toe tap. This one's number 5. We're getting there. Rolling up. Back down, nice and slow. And toe tap. Number 6. And rolling down. And toe tap. Excellent. Roll yourself back up. Take a second to find your balance if you need to. And we're going to come into our scooter. So single leg, grounded on the floor, other leg onto your towel, into that half squat, 15. Let's go. And 1, 2, keeping nice and level. And tummy in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Other side. Into your half squat and pushing away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Excellent work. Move your towel away. Grab your chair. Ready for the chair lifts. Everyone's favorite, I know. Not. So sitting down, hands on the edge. Ready to lift for 20. And up we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew, nice one. Standing up, moving the chair away. All right, grab a drink if you need one. Be a little break in between. All right, are we ready for round 3, our final round? So coming back down onto the mat, we have our scapula setting first of all. So laying down, forehead on the mat. Take your time to get yourself in the right position. It definitely helps with this one. And then we're going to roll the shoulders back, lifting up, and let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Roll forwards, roll back. And number 2, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling down and back. Number 3, still squeezing the shoulder blades gently together. Trying to keep the elbows at a right angle. 3, 2, 1. Lower down and rolling back, lifting up and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down. Last one. Rolling back, lifting up. Make this one count. Try to get the correct position. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Bringing yourself up off that mat. And we're going to move straight into our tricep lowers. So onto the wall, hands at shoulder height. Get a nice strong body position. Squeeze your bottom, tummy tight. And let's go. 12, 11, 10, 9. You can rise up on your toes if you want. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Give me a little shake out down onto our mat for our tuck-ups. So, arms long, grabbing a hold of your object or your person or whatever works for you to give you some anchorage if you need it. Otherwise, laying as I am, but it is much harder. So pick the level that works for you. Toes on the mat, into the tuck, belly button in, rolling up into the tuck, all the way. Good. And then controlling back down, nice and slow, little bit by little bit. We don't want to like accelerate and just let it drop. We want to control it down into our toe tap. And let's go for number 2. Rolling up, nice and slow. Draw the belly button into your spine. Slowly rolling down, all the way down onto the mat. And into our toe tap. And ready for number 3. Rolling it up, drawing in. Slowly trying to peel off the mat. And then keeping the knees close to your body as you roll back down. Keeping that belly button in, especially for this toe tap. And number 4, rolling up. That's it. And slowly back down. Doing well. I'm starting to struggle now. It's not easy, this one. And into the toe tap. We have number 5, last 2. That's it, roll in, control it up, hips nice and high, slowly, a little bit too fast, slowly down onto the mat, into the toe tap, ready for our final one. Let's go. Rolling in, and slowly back down. And little toe tap. Excellent, we're done. Finish that one off for the workout. Good. Bringing it up, and we're going to move into our scooters. So get your towel or get your floaty leg ready into that half squat and push away. 1, 2, belly button in, chest tall. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, lovely, turning it around. Onto the other side, into your half squat, get nice and stable, line the feet up, push away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, try to keep the hips even. 8, helps for me to hold my hands on the hips. 13, 14, 15, excellent. Push the towel away, you don't need it anymore. Grab your chair. Placing it down for our final set of chair tucks. Or remember, you can still do the little boat lowers on the floor if you're starting to get too tired with your wrists on the chair. So sitting down, hands on, lift up, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew, that's a hard one to talk through while I do it. All right, popping the chair away, well done. You've gone through the 3 rounds of that circuit. Nice work. We're going to bring ourselves down onto our mat for one last exercise before we have a bit of a cool down and a stretch. So for this exercise, I'm just going to slide my mat a little bit further away from the wall. We're going to do windscreen wipers. So it's a slow and controlled oblique exercise, which is going to help with our hip locks on tissue and also your meat hooks and things like that on trapeze. So laying on the back, just have your knees bent up at the moment. We're going to take our arms out into a T shape. We're going to bring those legs back up into that tabletop position. While we're here, we want to think about drawing your belly button into your spine. We don't want to be rounding up to do that. Think about keeping a neutral back and belly button in. We're going to take the legs over to one side, trying to keep both hands glued on the floor. Then to return, try not to use your arms. Think about pulling that belly button into your spine to bring you back into the middle. So we're going to take it all the way over. Then belly button into the spine, to bring it back into the middle. So we're not pushing off the hands or using momentum. Legs over and coming back. Trying to maintain that tabletop position the whole time. And back to the middle. If you need to make it a bit harder, extend the opposite leg to the direction you're going in. So you have a bit more weight. And then draw it back. And then you swap. And bring it back. I'm going to keep going in bent legs, up to you. And over to the side. And bring it back in. Sometimes it helps to do a nice big exhale to bring it back in. Draw the belly button in. Try not to rely on the hands. Over to the side. Really think about pushing the belly button in towards the spine. And over to the side. And drawing in. Let's go. One more on each side. And coming to the center. And last one. And belly button in. Lovely. Give your knees a little hug to your chest. Draw some circles. Draw some circles in the other direction. Alright, time for the cool down. So we're going to do some book openings. We're going to move on to our side. We're going to stack our hips one on top of the other and stacking the knees. Legs at a nice right angle and placing the bottom hand under the head. The other hand's going to go on top. Now this is a nice gentle thoracic mobility exercise. To get the most effect, you want to try and anchor your knees where they are. So trying not to let them roll with you. Keep them glued in position, and we're going to open the elbow as far as you can comfortably and then close. We're going to do 8 of these. So we're going to open all the way, try to keep those knees glued together and coming back in. That's 2. And we're going to do 3. If you would like to, you can also take a nice big deep breath at your furthest point to try and expand through your rib cage. So you can go as slowly as you want with this one. And you'll find you'll get a little bit further each time as you start to loosen up. We're on to our 5th one now. And coming back in. Keep a little eye on your knees. Make sure that they're not sliding back with you. You want to keep actively gluing them down. And coming back up. Lovely. We're going to roll over to the other side. I'm going to switch around so that you can see me. And then same thing, we're going to line up the knees, nice right angle with the legs. Hand behind the head, stacking the hips one on top of the other. Other hand gently goes on top, and we're going to open and close. Trying not to let the legs roll back with you. And opening for 2. That's it. And 3. Adding in that breath at the end range if you would like to. And our 4th one. Keep reminding yourself about your knees to stop them from sliding. And 5. And 6. And our last one, opening up for 8 and bringing it back in. Very nice. Bring yourself up onto your side, and we're actually going to use this position we were in for our next stretch. So bringing one leg in front, so the lower leg is going to come in front and the top leg is just going to sit behind you. Now from here, the leg that's bent in front, you're going to bring that same hand up and over into a nice gentle mermaid stretch. So you should feel a nice stretch through the side of your body. Try not to just fold and collapse over. Think about reaching up and imagine someone's pulling your hand upwards as you go over. If this is too much on your knees, you can also do this stretch either kneeling and going over, or you can do it seated with crossed legs. We're going to go over to the other side, so bringing your other leg in front, and then whichever leg is in front, that hand is going to go up by your ear and then reaching up and over to feel your gentle side bend. Take a few deep breaths while you're here. And then bring it back to the center, bringing your knees in front. We're going to roll onto our back and go into a glute stretch after all those scooters. So you're going to cross one leg over, so one heel onto the knee, and you can either grab underneath your hamstring and gently pulling it in, trying to keep this knee out to the side, or you can wrap under and grab on top of the knee, drawing it in towards your chest, trying to keep your crossed knee out to the side. And think about where your back is positioned on the mat too, so try not to let it rock you all the way over to one side. Drawing it in. And swapping over, so bringing the other ankle onto the knee, pushing that knee out to the side and either lacing the hands under the hamstring or over the top of the knee. Up to you. You can either gently push that knee out using your elbow, or you can actively do it. And then releasing the hands gently, hug the knees into your chest, go for a few rock and rolls. And bringing yourself up onto the mat. And we are all finished for our aerial conditioning session today. Thank you so much for joining me, and we hope to see you again soon at some of our other sessions.